5 things spotted in Liverpool vs Bologna as Diogo Jota stars and Virgil van Dijk takes major step. Liverpool beat Bologna 2-0 in Evian, France, with Diogo Jota opening the scoring. And Virgil van Dijk taking a big step in his injury recovery. These are 5 things we spotted. Liverpool breezed to a 2-0 win over Serie A side Bologna in the first of their double-header with the Italian side. With goals from Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane in the first half enough to seal a victory. The win, though, was certainly not the most important aspect of the afternoon. Virgil van Dijk made the first start of his comeback from injury, and played 42 minutes in all as he continues to get back up to full speed. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Harvey Elliott were also among the positives for Liverpool, in what was a relatively routine outing. Here's 5 things we spotted during the game. Virgil van Dijk in control. In his first start since last October, the central defender did not look out of place. But then this is Virgil van Dijk. The Dutchman had little to do going backwards, in fairness. Given the very limited threat that Bologna contributed to the contest, but what he had to deal with, he did. Van Dijk spoke earlier in the week about how he was feeling confident and fit. More minutes beckon at Anfield at the weekend or on Monday, you would imagine, or possibly even a bit of both. But the signs are good that his progress is coming along nicely. He got 42 under his belt this afternoon, and that was around 12 more than most anticipated. Norwich City 11 not nailed on. Further to the Van Dijk point above, Ibrahima Konate and Joel Matip, it had been thought. Were almost nailed on to start on the opening day of the season in 9 days' time. The selection in this game, though, you might think could have opened up the possibility of that plan, if it ever were the case, to be changed. Surely if Konate and Matip were the pairing for the first match of the Premier League campaign, they would have played this one together to further build upon their understanding. This was an indication that perhaps things are not quite so clear-cut. even if both Van Dijk and Joe Gomez are both still not fit enough to play the same number of minutes as their teammates. Diogo Jota shines. Inside 7 minutes, Liverpool were ahead. It would be generous to call it a high press. Bologna gave up the ball rather easily. But Diogo Jota won it back, jinked to the right and finished clinically. Amid all the talk of whether Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain or even Takumi Minamino could stake a claim to start regularly in front of Roberto Firmino next season, it has been slightly forgotten that the Portuguese forward exists. If Chamberlain, Minamino or anyone else is to usurp Firmino in the side next season, it could very easily be that they would become the backup to Jota as a reward, rather than anything else, given Jota could cement himself as a starter. Has not been back from his holidays long, but the 24-year-old looks sharp. Forget the year of Firmino, or the year of the Ox. It could well be the year of Diogo Jota. He was impressive, particularly in the first half, here. Sadio Mane looks sharp. It was not just the goal that Mane scored, again rather gifted to him by the Italians. But his pressing and energy that seemed to have returned, in truth, for the first time this pre-season. Mane pressed and chased and harried, and that was even before the morale booster of his goal. He looked confident again, and while not everything came off for him, there was a rather ambitious nutmeg inside the penalty area that didn't come off in the first half an hour. Mane showed some positive signs. He needs a big season, and his first full pre-season since 2016, the year he signed for Liverpool, appears to be helping. Latest Harvey Elliott sign. Even without the fact that he had a good game. It is interesting that Elliott was once again chosen to play in the stronger of the two teams, ahead of Curtis Jones. He had a volley that went wide after good work from Naby Keita and Trent Alexander-Arnold to tee him up. It was another good performance from the Guinean, incidentally, though only time will tell whether that translates into the season proper. but even the fact that he was in the right place to take the shot is promising. Certainly, he offers something different from the centre of the pitch that Liverpool don't have, a regular goal scorer and creator. How often he will play there once the season starts and Jordan Henderson and Thiago Alcantara are back, it remains to be seen. But midfield could be a genuine long-term role, possibly even the one Klopp sees for him ahead of his usual wide berth.